Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to add a licensee. In this video, we will learn what a licensee is and why you need one, then how to create your licensee. Before we get started, you will need to make sure you have permission to edit the settings under your account. First, it is important to understand the objects that make up your Client Portal account. The first object is the account itself. This is the highest level organizational object, which most often correlates with a single legal entity. In this example, we'll use a company called ABC Corporation, which corresponds to a Client Portal account with the same name. The next object is a buyer object. The account can have one or multiple buyers, and each corresponds to a unique invoicing location. In our example, ABC Corporation has two buying locations where they plan to receive invoices, one in Chicago and one in Madrid. Each of these locations will need to be set up as a unique buyer. Another important object is the seller. This corresponds to the country you'll be billed from and typically designates the billing currency. ABC Corporation wants to be billed in US dollars and in euro, so they have sellers set up in the US and in Spain. Now that you are familiar with each of these objects, it is important to note that if you wish to add any new buyers or sellers to your account, this must first be done on the back end by SoftwareOne. Now that we have all the account objects we need, we can set up a licensee. A licensee is the object that connects one buyer to one seller. In other words, it will designate where you want to be invoiced and in what currency. In addition, the licensee will serve as the licensed entity for your new agreement. In this example, ABC Corporation sets up a licensee to be invoiced to their Chicago location, billed out of the US in US dollars. ABC Corporation also wants to have a licensee set up so their invoicing location in Madrid can be billed in US dollars. Keep in mind that some publishers have restrictions on what country an agreement can be deployed to based on where it's purchased or billed. It is always advisable to discuss with your account team prior to starting your new agreement. Now that we understand what a licensee is, let's walk through the steps to set one up. From your home screen, navigate to Menu, Settings, then Licensees. Since there are no licensees on this account, we will click Add. Choose a name for your licensee. This can be the same or different from your buyer name. You will select the buyer first, then the seller. In this example, this buyer is only connected to one seller. You can use the same address as the buyer or choose a random address. Finally, you can review and click Add to create your first licensee. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content.